Hey guys, how are we doing today? So I'll be watching Sleepy Hollow. I believe this is a Tim Burton movie. When it comes to Tim Burton, I have a soft spot for him because my favorite Batman movie is Batman Returns, and I think I just love the gothic look of that movie, and him and Johnny Depp as a collaboration. It's worked more times than it hasn't, and I do respect Johnny Depp. In terms of his, what he does on screen. He portrays characters that are different, unique, and he could have played it safe and played the characters he played in the character he played in 21 Jump Street. He could have played that character in several movies and could have had like a safe career, but he plays different, strange characters. What's that movie called that he did as well? Was it Secret Window? You know, I've watched that movie before, and I remember watching that on TV actually, and it was such a strange and interesting role with a great ending. You have to respect his choice in what he portrays, and yes, he has done Jack Sparrow like 5 times just for the money. You can tell by the fifth one, he's like, you know what, the money's good. That Disney's paying me, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. And obviously, what's going on now isn't. Let's not get into the Amber Heard situation, okay? Let's not get into the shit on the bed and all that. It'll take me all fucking day, okay? But Sleepy Hollow, it's one of those movies that I it kind of skipped past me. It came out 1999, and yeah, I did watch Sweeney Todd on this channel, which is another Tim Burton movie with Johnny Depp in. But yeah, it's Halloween tomorrow. Are you guys going trick or treating? What are you guys doing tomorrow? Gonna get fucking wasted, or are you gonna spend some time inside watching some good horror movies, like I'm doing right now? Sleepy Hollow. It looks like a spooky movie, like a gothic kind of movie, which is what I'm kind of excited for. And this is a Patreon request as well, which I appreciate. And yes, and if you guys are interested, you can watch the full length reactions on my Patreon, where you can watch full length reactions to all the movies and TV show episodes I watch on Patreon. And without further ado, let's fucking do it. Suppose it goes 3, 2, 1, go. Love how cloudy and misty it is. That's a cool pumpkin though. Like guy's cutting skills, or gal, it could be a woman. Their cutting skills are pretty impressive.
Just a moment, if I may. We do not yet know the cause of death.
When you find him in the river, cause of death is drowning.
Possibly so, if there is water in the lungs. But by pathology, we might be able to determine whether or not he was dead before he went into the river.
Nothing, sir. Arrested for burglary.
Times were different. It's like
Jails overflow with men and women convicted on confessions worth no more than this one.
Constable Crane, this is a song that we have heard from you more than once.
To detect the guilty, we must use our brains to recognize vital clues. Using...
It is a place called Sleepy Hollow. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
what a great name.
Farming community, mainly Dutch. Each one farmed with the head lopped off, clean as dandelion heads, apparently.
What an analogy.
And there you will detect the murderer. Bring him here. It is you, Ichabod Crane, who is now put to the test.
If Christopher Lee gave me a test, I will definitely pass it. I want to impress him. God rest his soul. Hey, but it's a good thing. Michael Gambon's in it as well. But it's a good thing. It shows you how much we have evolved in terms of justice, social justice, and the law. Good for us. I'm curious to see how much we're going to evolve 100 years from now. Hopefully there'll be a way for us to live longer so I can experience it. I already enjoy the gothic look of this movie. This is all what I want. Danny Elfman did the music. Yep.
Is it Theodore?
No, pardon, Miss, I am only a stranger.
And
And who are you, friend? We have not heard your name yet. I have not said it. Excuse me. You need some manners.
Brom.
Come, come, we'll have no raised voices. It is only to raise spirits during this dark time that I and my dear wife are giving this little party. Young sir, you are most welcome, even if you are selling something.
3 persons murdered. First, Peter Van Garrett. And his son, decapitated.
decapitated, decaffeinated.
Their heads were not found severed. Their heads were not found at all.
The heads are
Someone's collecting the heads.
gone.
A horseman came for love of carnage. He was infamous for riding his horse hard into battle, chopping off heads at full gallop.
Christopher Walken.
He'd filed his teeth down to sharp points. He chopped off his head with his own sword. Even today, the Western Woods is a haunted place, cutting off heads where he finds them.
Was he scared?
They tell me that you brought books and trappings of scientific investigation. This is the only book I recommend you read.
The Holy Bible.
Is a man of flesh and blood, and I will discover him.
Is he? Or are they telling the truth? A headless Christopher Walken? That does sound pretty scary, actually.
About seeking whom he may devour.
That dude doesn't like him.
God rest.
You got Dumbledore and Palpatine in the same movie. And Count Dooku.
But the fifth,
The 5th?
Who's the other one?
5 in 4 graves.
What's with that guy with the weird hair in the background? Giving dirty looks.
This is most irregular, Constable.
I should hope so, Doctor, but in this case necessary, you need to operate immediately. All right, then. Step outside, young Masbeth. Thank you very, very much for your help, Mr. Killian, and if you don't mind, Doctor, my concentration suffers greatly when I'm observed.
What an interesting character. Oh shit. Is the pumpkin guiding him? Like, how is he doing this? Whoa. I thought I was gonna explode then, like a grenade. It was like a warning to him to I look so strange. Bunch of twats. Creepy guy. He has problems. I think his mum probably died when he was young. I like his, what's his first name? Ichabod or something like that. He has a cool first name.
The Van Garretts were the richest family around these parts. When my father brought us to Sleepy Hollow, my father worked hard for his family and prospered and built this house. And I owe my happiness to him.
Look how foggy it is. It's beautiful.
You can do magic. Teach me.
It is no magic. It is what we call optics.
Simple times.
Then I deduce you are the father.
I'm not the father.
Did she tell you the name of the child's father? I believe the father killed her.
The horseman killed her.
How often do I have to tell you there is no horseman? There never was a horseman. There never will be a horseman.
Oh, he's gonna appear now. Is the horseman the father? His head spun around so much. Oh, that looks so wrong. That escalated quickly.
It was a horseman, a dead one, headless.
I know.
You don't know because you were not there. It's all true.
Well, of course it is. I told you. Everyone told you.
I suppose it's back to the city then.
The comedy element is quite high in this.
I have faced my fears and come out determined to locate the horseman's grave. In short, to pit myself against a murdering ghost. Who's with me?
I respect it.
Me?
No one.
I should like to say that I make no assumptions about your occupation. No, your ways, which each to his own.
Interesting diet.
Of the horseman, Mom?
Don't show me your face.
Hessian?
Well, I'm here to find him and make him stop.
What the fuck is she doing? Is she making some like lentil soup?
You seek the warrior bathed in blood, the headless horseman. Follow the Indian trail to where the sun dies.
The tree of the dead.
It's like the thing from The Prisoner of Azkaban. Azkaban, if I'm pronouncing that right. That's where he puts them.
Skull is gone. Taken. That is why the horseman returns from the grave.
The amount of heads in there, though, like, so many. But it's been 20 years, isn't it, since he was killed?
Ichabod?
Do you think he picks randomly the headless horseman, or does he pick whoever gets his attention? Before entry. That is not a knock. He held his own for a little bit, though. If he chops that kid's head off, bleh. Double tap. Double tap. He could have killed him. Do the fates, baby. Oh. Like, that thing is so cool. I wish I had no head now. I want to be just like him. That'd be an amazing Halloween costume. Oh my god.
Murdered. By my father.
Murdered by?
Murdered to save her soul.
Right.
By a Bible-black tyrant behind a mask of righteousness. I was 7
That's why he's against
when I lost
religion.
my faith.
I have shed my tears for Brom. And yet my heart is not broken. Do you think me wicked?
Damn. Poor Bron.
Why do you say that?
Because you've bewitched me.
That was his, like, hookup line. Oh my god. That was so bad but so good. Because you bewitched me. I'm gonna start doing that, see if it works for me.
Magistrate Phillips knew there were 5 bodies to 4
Like a
graves.
fucking murder mystery.
He knew the widow was pregnant. He would not tell me the name of the father.
Is the Headless Horseman the father? I don't know.
We must proceed by process of elimination. I shall make a list of every man and woman in Sleepy Hollow.
Leave me alone.
Notary Hardenberg.
Leave me alone.
Van Garrett's seal. Broken.
Oh.
Seems Van Garrett made a new will just before he died.
And here,
Emily.
look, a marriage certificate.
Reverend Steenwick knew the secret because he performed the marriage. The 4 conspirators drawn into the plot.
We did not know it was a murdering plot.
The night father and son quarreled over the new will. Jonathan Masbeth was summoned upstairs to bear witness. Here is his signature. I'm afraid it was his death warrant.
Ah!
Masbeth came for him at the bidding of someone who had power over him.
And did you learn anything of interest?
Yeah. Yeah.
My father.
Your father?
Yes. My father thinks you should return to New York.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know. Perhaps he looked in your ledger and did not like what he saw.
Oh my god.
What have you there?
It's just a spider.
Kill it! Kill it! No, no, stun it!
That's more than just a fucking spider. It's like a tarantula.
Under here. Help me move the bed.
No, no, I mustn't. You do it.
I don't think he can trust Katrina. I don't think he can trust her. Kinky. Let them do the thing, Johnny. What the fuck? Ooh. Why did he go after her?
Killed her. The horseman killed your stepmother.
Is that him? Yeah. What a cool entrance.
Oh, God.
How ironic. Ichabod stuck in a church.
Died already. It's time to confess our sins.
What is it that you know?
Your 4 friends played you false. We were devilishly possessed by one who...
I was seeking out.
Right. Oh! Nasty way to go. Some of the music sounds familiar to Edward Scissorhands a little bit. It is Danny Elfman though, isn't it?
For heaven, my unholy
This
horseman,
bitch.
rise.
He saw the horseman come towards me with his sword unsheathed. But it is I who govern
Yeah, we
the
didn't see
horseman,
it.
my dear. And Baltus did not stay to watch. But it seems she had a purpose, after all.
What is savage?
No one in this God-fearing town would take us in, because my mother was suspected of witchcraft. But she schooled her daughters well.
Ah!
To enter your house as your mother's sick nurse, and put her body into the grave, and my own into the marriage bed. Not quite so easy was to secure my legacy. No! You have, my dear. By your father's will. I get everything in the event of your death. The horseman comes! And tonight he comes for you!
This bitch. This is shot beautifully, by the way. I love a good gothic movie. Right? There's nothing better.
Hurry!
Nice. I don't think he's dead though, isn't he? He's not human, really, is he?
Is he dead? That's the problem. He was dead to begin with.
Exactly. The way he said that line was hilarious. He was dead to begin with. He was dead to begin with. There must be a secret way to defeat this final boss, like Dark Souls style. Must be a weakness. I do love that trope though of the lady spewing exposition and the reason why she is the villain, what her motive is. It's a trope that's been around for a very long time. Oh. Vlog, vlog. Yes. Quick. Is that the opposite transformation of Indiana Jones' Last Crusade? Is he still gonna try and kill you though? Even though he's got his head back? I don't trust those eyes. I don't think he said one line in this movie. He's just roared a lot. He's passed the test. Fuck you, Christopher Lee. He's passed the test. Ah, the young guy there.
Young Mazbeth. The Bronx is up.
Mazbeth.
The battery's down, and home is this way.
Bit of an adjustment for those two, though, isn't it? The lovely snow. It was Sleepy Hollow, and what surprised me the most is how campy this movie is. Like, there is some... The humour is quite high. When it comes to Ichabod's character as well, like, he's a bit of a coward, he doesn't like blood, he doesn't like spiders, like, you know, when he's thrust into this town, he really is out of his element. And, everyone thinks he's weird because of his methods. He's very scientific. He's not religious. He's lost his faith due to what happened to him when he was a kid. And but the campy element, I didn't expect it to be that high. Maybe I think that was on purpose, obviously. But it's an interesting like comparison to how it looks, because the movie, it looks fucking phenomenal in terms of the gothic element, because it is definitely a gothic movie. How they got Tim Burton directing it, of course it's going to be a gothic movie. And there's one good shot of, I think his name's Baltus, the Van Garrett's house, or mansion, whatever you want to call it. There's a great shot of that. The town itself, how it's shot, it's so atmospheric. And as a guy who loves that kind of atmosphere and that kind of slow burn and that kind of the fog and the mist and all that stuff and the thunder, and it has loads of that in this movie, and if you're a fan of that, you're gonna love that part of this. And it's combined with surprisingly a lot of humor, and I actually think it worked. It did. It had me laughing a couple times, but the blood as well. There's a lot of blood in this, lot of decapitations, obviously. But when it comes to the story, I am lost at certain moments. I am not gonna lie. It has a funny way of the movie has a funny way. It seems very fast, like it throws everything at you quickly, and maybe because I'm a bit slow. Who knows? But I got the basic part of the story that there's some witchcraft thrown in there, and this lady who was basically raised in the woods, and she learned this. That her mom was in witchcraft, and I mean she was too, and her sister, and she found a way to, and she wanted revenge against the Van Garretts, and she's behind this the entire time, and there's a conspiracy behind it, and that there's some fun, hilarious tropes that we all know about, certain horror movies or gothic horror movies or any certain movies in general, where you've got the villainous character revealing her plans before the villain attacks, and obviously is put to an end and stopped, and I just find it hilarious that Christopher Walken's in this movie. I had no idea he was in this, and he doesn't say one line. He doesn't say anything. He just has big crazy hair, weird teeth, weird eyes, and he roars a lot. But he's a badass. He can use tomahawks, he can use a sword very well, and he must have had a very easy time doing this movie. Because, first of all, the Headless Horseman, when he hasn't even got his head, I'm sure that's not even him who's doing those scenes. So, and every time we do see him, he's like this, rah, rah. It's kind of amazing, actually, because he was fun to watch, though, because you could tell he was having fun doing it. But, yeah, Johnny Depp in this playing Ichabod Crane, I do feel like it works. His humor is definitely there. You can tell as well he's, in the beginning, he's against the system, against the justice system. He believes certain methods, how they conduct things is not right, and rightfully so, and it kind of shows you how much time is involved from that time, because those things certainly did happen. And you had Christopher Lee there, you had all these, Michael Gambon was in the movie, you had Ian McDiarmid, you had so many good actors that are in so many other things, legendary British actors as well. It definitely felt like a great gothic movie, and definitely when you got Christopher Lee, Michael Goff, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who have history in that genre, and I want to see more Christopher Lee. Not gonna lie, I want to see more of him in this movie, but it was good to see him in the beginning, and yeah, this cast is ridiculous in a good way, and the look of the movie alone, this is warranted to watch on Halloween if you want that gothic, spooky mood and atmosphere. Watch this movie because it puts you in that mood 100%. The story, I do believe the story's a bit weird at times. I don't think it works 100% for me, but for me personally, the love relationship between Ichabod Crane and Katrina, like, it's serviceable. But you can tell the cast has fun in this world, and the murder scenes are great. They are disgusting, but they are brilliant at the same time. It's like there's a great the great church scene when everyone's in there, and he kills Michael Gambon's character, and then after that is the reveal by I forgot her name though, but the bitch of the movie, I forgot her name, the wife of Bolters, if that's his name. Then everything just kicks off from there. There's some good set pieces, but the main positive this movie has is the look of it. The look of it is fantastic. The production design, mad props to them who did that. And I expect nothing less from Tim Burton, but even though it was directed by Tim Burton, I'm still blown away by how good it looks. Batman Returns had that same thing as well. The only other Tim Burton movies I haven't seen that has Johnny Depp in it is Dark Shadows. I haven't seen that one. I don't really have interest in seeing that. It just doesn't look like my cup of tea. It definitely looks like he has that campy element into it, because the campy element is definitely in this movie, 100%. And I'm still surprised that they did that, because it seemed like a straightforward gothic horror movie, but it definitely wasn't. There was more to it than that. But yeah, that was my reaction to Sleepy Hollow from 1999. Would I class this as a horror movie? Yeah, it is a gothic horror movie mixed with some. Maybe it's been a bit self-aware of the comedy. I don't know, but this was during a time where you had, I Know What You Did Last Summer. You had horror movies were pretty dead during that. Well, you had The Sixth Sense. You had those movies too. The others came out 2 years later, I think. So. Yeah, interesting movie. Very definitely movie I might start watching Halloween, but just for the mood itself, just for the look of it, because I'm impressed with the movie's atmosphere. But yeah, that was my reaction to Sleepy Hollow, starring Johnny Depp and directed by Tim Burton. And I thank you for the Patreon request. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys are interested, you can watch the full-length reactions on my Patreon, where you can watch full-length reactions to all the movies and TV show episodes I watch on Patreon. And I will see you guys next time, and have a good day.